Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast channel. I'm back again with the second part of the PS5 and the Xbox Asus ROG Rikishi controller. Now this episode is going to be talking about the Xbox Asus controller Pro. I also got this controller from Best Buy at the same time as I got the PS5 Pro Victrix. I gotta tell you, as a Asus person myself that likes their products, again, this is not, sponsored promotion. This is all me here. I gotta admit, I love this controller. I love the feel of it. I love the grip textures on the bottom. I love the way that the thumbsticks do feel. They feel very good. These are concave cons I have here, and they're RGB. The controller goes for $179 at Best Buy, if you can pick it up. What I also like about this controller that, trigger stops is very short and tactical if you make them short trigger stops, or you can make them longer, sensitive, by using the Armory program in the PC mode. I suggest you plug this into the PC mode so you can update the controller to see if there's any updates for the controller. And by doing so, it will direct you to the PC software to configure the controller beyond what you see right here in your hand. Like with the PC controller, you can take out your dead zones, figure out how you want your trigger stops to be, how sensitive the turn radius is, trigger stops. If you do FPF games and you really want to have a short, tactile, sensitive multi-shooter, you can, by either flipping on the switch to make it more short triggered, or going into the software to figure out how you want your pressure to be, and you can add in the rumble senses. But I suggest that when you do racing games and stuff, go take out your trigger stops and make them long for press down, because when you're driving and you add the pressure sense feedback in the software, you can feel the tactile of the road. I love the fact that it's RGB. For those that know me, I have two Razer controllers, both Wolverine 1 and 2, that are RGB. This is my first Asus controller from Xbox that is RGB. I do like the fact that it's RGB on one side and it goes down the other down the corner. The only thing that I do wish that it should have been RGB on the left side of the controller. I do like the way that the thumbsticks feel. They feel really good. Feels natural, just like a typical Xbox would feel. But I do love the OLED screen on this thing. The OLED on here is nice and good. It comes in clear. It does its animations really well. But I definitely use it more for Call of Duty, Sniper, because I don't have to move my right hand right into the trigger. Normally, I could just keep my right hand low down to the thumbstick area and keep my fingers to the back triggers and just shoot from there without really keeping my hand on a more upward position. And it's more comfortable for me that way, to keep my fingers down low, because for those that don't know, me being disabled, it does bother my wrist a little bit. I'm not gonna lie about that. The feel of the controller is great. It does feel very premium. It does feel lightweight compared to the Razer Raichu I had for the Xbox, and it does compare to the Wolverine that is a little bit more heavier in weight. This is a little bit more lighter. I do like the texture grips on the bottom, like I mentioned. It's not sweaty. It doesn't make you feel like if you're holding it, your hands get sweaty, you're gonna slip. No, it's very gripped. Well, it has a nice texture to it, so it does make you feel natural to grip in the bottom. And the joysticks, the thumbsticks are really cool. They are concaved on both, so it keeps your thumbs nice and stable. Asus been having their issues with their motherboards. I can admit to that, but when it comes to the controller, for me, man, what can I say about it? I love this thing. I also love the fact that they added another button on top to control one animation and the second animation for the OLED screen. On top of that, you can go back into your Armory and really customize it for rapid fire mode, or silent stealth shootings, or even takedowns for slow movement with thumbsticks. So a lot of the stuff is done not just by re-transitioning the triggers on the trigger stops on the controller physically, but it's on the Armory software. So my suggestion to you guys is to try to go pick this up if you can. I think it's awesome. Not just saying it because I'm a fan, but it really does well. I normally use the Razer controllers a lot, but I think I'm gonna be sticking to this controller for a lot of gaming to come. I might pick me up another one just because I know how I can get down in game. I probably would overuse this, but I gotta say it feels really great. It's not heavy, nice and responsive. You know, I always do two things: check for updates like every few months to make sure it's nice and updated and it's not no dead zones or ghosting, and always make sure that you keep this thing plugged into your controller, because it's not a wireless controller at all. So this is only be used for Xbox and PC. So if you play games on PC, great, wonderful, nothing to change on the drivers. And for those that do emulations, for PC emulations and stuff, perfect, nothing to install. It's plug and play, ready to go. And for $179, it's not bad. Out of the box, when I opened it, it doesn't come in a case like the Xbox Elite Pro does, but it does come in a nice packaging with a nice molded box, so that way the controller doesn't move. And you also get the braided cable. That's about it, but the triggers feel nice. It's not too big, not too small, so if you got even size hands, it feels nice in your hands. And if you got slightly bigger hands, no sweat, the triggers on the bottom will make up for it in case you can't really reach the top and stuff like that. But check out me back out later for another review for 2 months down the road as an update. Gotta say, Asus did their thing as a controller. This might be my baby for going forward for the Xbox use. So check me out on YouTube on Neo Vampiro Gaming. Check in the comments. TikTok for Jason Neo Vampiro Gaming. Let me know what you guys think if you got the controllers yourself, and let me know what kind of controllers you like. But as of right now, watch out for part 2, because I will be doing an update for down the road and see how I feel about the controllers then. Until then, guys, stay safe, stay extreme. For the moment, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good one.